Hello digital women, it's Beckie Sanderson here from Miss Digital Media. I'm a branding designer and publishing specialist, and today I'm going to be delivering my talk, Boost Your Brand with Books. Let's get stuck in. So today I'll be covering an introduction to the opportunities of self-publishing. We'll be looking at book and ebook formats, tools for designing and publishing books and ebooks, cost and investment involved. There'll be a self-publishing checklist towards the end and some information about how you might want to go about marketing and promoting your books. So self-publishing might be something that you've never thought of doing before, but there's lots of opportunities in doing so. Self-publishing is way more accessible than traditional publishing has ever been, thanks to the likes of Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, Ingram Spark, and many, many other self-publishing platforms. The growth in popularity of ebooks and e-reading technology has rocketed sales of ebooks over the last 10 years. This presents many entrepreneurs and business owners with opportunities. The opportunities of self-publishing. Well, with Kindle Direct Publishing and other platforms, you can publish paperback books or ebooks with little to no setup cost. The print-on-demand technology means no stock is held, meaning there's no massive outlay for you in producing print production or storage of books. With Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, your book will be available to download from the Amazon online bookstore and will be available to purchase within 72 hours. The opportunity to publish a variety of book and ebook formats, including low, no content and branded books, which can generate income for your business. So there's lots and lots of opportunities available with a variety of different book formats. So you can be an author. Self-publishing books isn't just for authors these days. There are so many opportunities for everyone. So, for example, if you're a coach, whatever your niche, mindset, confidence, business or personal, health and fitness, whether you're a consultant, if you're an expert in your field, a specialist, a trainer or an advisor, if you're a creative, writer, a photographer, an illustrator or an artist, there's a book format for you. So I like to say, if you have a talent, a concept, a story or a skill to share, there's no better place for it than in a book. So boost your brand with books and ebooks. Well, there's lots of different opportunities available to you to do just that. Books and ebooks can be used in many different ways to leverage your business, to establish yourself as an expert in your field, to reach a broader audience with your programs, knowledge and personal stories, to attract your ideal customers, to help build the like, know and trust factor, to provide a lead magnet to generate sales. As I said before, there's many different book and ebook formats. So if you just take a look along your own bookshelf, you'll see a variety of different styles, formats, hardback, paperback, wire bound, saddle stitched, textbook, reference books, workbooks, memoirs, self-help books, planners, journals, notebooks, diaries, board books, picture books, colouring books and recipes. Recipe books, there are so many different options. The list is truly endless. So in addition to that, I'd like you to think about the possibility of producing branded books. So if you're a business owner, as I said before, a coach, a consultant or creative, then you have the opportunity to produce branded books and notebooks, workbooks, journals and planners that you can use with your clients as tools to work with your clients on different programs, or as a lead generation tool. Again, there's lots of different options. and these things can help to generate an income for your business. Or even if you're a stationery lover, that you might like the idea of developing your own creative books or your own colouring books. And these opportunities are well within your reach. And due to the limited setup costs, it's really accessible for people, and there's an opportunity to earn either a passive income or a very, very lucrative one. Ebook platforms. There are many different types of ebook platforms for publishing ebooks, such as Kindle, Ingram Spark, Lulu, Drafted Digital, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, Issue, and many, many, many more. Ebook devices and platforms that you would need to consider in producing books and ebooks is that there are a variety of different platforms and devices available which support all sorts of different ebook formats, including PDF, ebook, Mobi, and many others. You can create a page-turning document, a fixed layout, or a reflowable format. There's lots and lots of tools that you would need to think about in creating books and ebooks. So for typesetting, formatting, and design, you would need to use InDesign or Quark Express, Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, and there's many other alternative software programs available. Also, Kindle Direct Publishing have their own software that you can use to create ebooks called Kindle Create. This is Amazon's dedicated software for creating comics, reflowable and fixed format ebooks. However, you can also use other platforms such as Canva and Word and many others to create a variety of printed book and ebook formats. Moving on to cost and investment, there are many different aspects you're going to need to consider in producing and publishing a book. So beginning with an ISBN, the International Standard Book Number, which every printed book needs to have an ISBN number. The beauty of using Amazon Kindle Direct platform is that you can use their free ISIN number, Amazon Standard International Number. You can also use a variety of tools and processes throughout creating your book. So you're going to need to think about editing and whether you choose to do that yourself or whether you outsource that to a professional to do that work for you. Proofreading, whether you're doing that yourself or whether you're going to outsource for a professional to do that work. Book cover design, well, we all know that we all judge a book by its cover. So a good book design can really make the difference between selling and not selling. It's really important to get the book cover design right for your market, for your audience, and to reflect what the contents of the book are about. Page design. In creating printed books and ebooks, you need to consider the page design and formatting. Again, these are skills that you are either going to need to learn or you are going to need to outsource for help and support. There's lots of different ways that you can produce these things yourself, and there's lots of people out there that have the right skills to be able to produce your book. Each book's going to bring its own challenges, and each book will need a different source of design work doing to it, whether it's an illustrated children's book, a recipe book, a memoir. It's going to need some kind of specialist skill in order to create the page design. Again, you might need to work with an illustrator or a photographer to create the illustrations to appear in the book, or photographs if you're producing a technical book. Or it might be that actually you want a photographer to do your professional headshots and things like that. Picture licensing is another factor that you'll need to consider. It's not okay to download images from the internet and assume that they are free to use. You need to license pictures using the appropriate copyright methods, and making sure that you're referencing and crediting those who've created work. So you need to go through the appropriate channels and pay to license pictures, or at least use your own pictures which you've generated yourself. Typesetting. So this is a particular skill that requires a lot of experience in creating page layout, design, formatting, but also it's a lot of the principles around publishing and graphic design in terms of how to lay out a page, using codes and conventions for publishing, for page numbers, page formatting, margins, various different factors. So it's a specialist skill that you're either going to need to learn yourself, or you're going to need to outsource for support. Formatting, much the same as typesetting. Book formatting for ebooks can be quite different to typesetting for printed book layout. So again, it's a new skill to learn, or again, outsource for support. Printing is a massive cost potentially if you're going to print a book print run of books for yourself. Otherwise, again, the opportunity with Kindle Direct Publishing is that you can upload files to Kindle, and you can produce printed books in the cost of your sale, so they're printed on demand, so no printing out layout to pay for upfront. Marketing. Again, it's how long's a piece of string. You can spend lots and lots and lots on marketing and promotion, but my advice is that you need to be careful about how and where you invest your money, and how can you make sure that you're getting a good return on your investment. Promotion. So there's lots of different methods and tools and techniques that you can use to promote your book, and I'm going to be mentioning more about that later on. But it is a cost and investment that you're going to need to consider at the outset. So my top tips for cost and investment in self-publishing books and ebooks is that you must do your own research into the costs and the different platforms that you can use. Each book and ebook will have its different costs, and these each need to be considered when you're producing your book. Everyone has different skills. You need to decide which parts you can do yourself and which parts you'll need to outsource. Don't cut corners. Hire professionals for specific tasks, and be prepared to invest time in learning new skills. So here's my self-publishing checklist. Hopefully you find this quite helpful, and something that you may need to refer to a few times. So you'll need to obviously write and create your book. You'll need to get your manuscripts edited and proofread. Decide on your book size and format. Write the book blurb. Set up your KDP or Ingram Spark account. Add in your personal details and tax information. It's really important that you do this ahead of publishing your book, so that you're not scrambling around trying to sort these details out and miss your publishing deadline. Decide if you need to purchase an ISBN number, or if you use the Amazon Standard Identification Number. Use your category, do your category and keyword research. That's really important. I can't emphasize that enough, that it takes a lot of energy and effort to make sure that you're listing your book in the correct categories and you're using the correct keywords to list your book on Amazon. It will be the difference between selling and not selling. Really important. Also important to set the price of your book. All of these things need to happen before you start designing your book, typesetting the pages and formatting, getting the book formatted and illustrated. The reason for that is many of these bits and pieces of information and factors are going to be necessary before your book can be designed, published and produced. So I can't emphasize that enough, that this is the order that you will need to follow in order to produce and publish your book in a timely and efficient and effective way. Marketing and promotion. As I said before, there's various different ways that you can market and promote your books. And as I've said before as well, you need to think about how wisely you are investing your time, money and effort into your marketing and promotion, and which methods you choose to use. So brand boosting reviews, review groups, beta readers and endorsements can be really key in making sure that you have good reviews of your book on the likes of Amazon and other book selling platforms or self-publishing platforms. It's important to have good reviews in order to help increase your sales and validate the quality of your book. It can help to have launch events and parties to raise the profile of you and your book. Book readings and signings are another way to connect with your audience. Guest speaker events and conferences are great opportunities for you to promote you as an author, but also as a great platform to elevate your book and your readership to new places and new arenas and new audiences. It's key to do good research and copywriting, as I said before, about the subject categories and keywords. Adding tags are vital for your global sales when you're listing your books for sale on Amazon. Also, think about your online marketing and promotion, which again is where your keywords, your categories, your copywriting will all come into play. So you can use those keywords in your website, search engine optimization, in creating your lead magnets and landing pages, your online advertising and your social media. So these are really kind of going hand in hand. The keyword research, the categories research and the copywriting you will use time and time again. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of doing your research on these topics. So the beauty again with Amazon is its global reach. It has over 14 websites around the world. So you can list your book for sale and within 72 hours it can be available for purchase around the world. Isn't that amazing? So my book, Boost Your Brand with Books, is available on Amazon and will give you lots of tips in line with today's topics about publishing, outsourcing work to other professionals, how to list your book on Amazon and various other things. So please do take a look. So as I said, I'm Miss Digital Media, I'm here to help, so please do connect with me. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and these are the services that I can help you with. So editorial book production, design and formatting, publishing, marketing and training. You can contact me via my website or via telephone or email. And I'd love for you to reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook or LinkedIn so that we can discuss your book ideas and if I may be able to help at all. That's it for today, but please do connect with me, download my freebies, download the PDF of my presentation today. I really hope it helps you, and I'd love some great feedback on my talk. I hope I did okay. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.